Hello my lovelies, today we will be going through a Notion template. This is a kind of a Notion tour for my library Notion template, and this template is made to help keep your book collection organized. So I will just scroll down while I talk and explain. So you'll be able to keep track of books you have and books you read, and also books you need to return to friends or libraries. And you can also take notes and also keep memorable quotes. You can also set reading challenges for yourself and keep track of your reading habits throughout the year. It is designed to keep everything in one place for your ease of use, and I also made sure that the database is all connected, so you only need to input it once and then it will link everywhere. I'll go through the template and show you how to add your book and categorize, and hopefully by the time you finish this video you'll be able to personalize and utilize this template to your liking. So let's just get started. So this is basically your dashboard. There's a navigation on the side that can take you to the different pages that I'll go through, but this is the main page you probably want to be in. I just want to make sure that all your important bits that you want is in this looks, so you don't have to always go to the pages to find things that you want. They're basically just to categorize your books. For this first section, we have all the books here. There's a few different looks. You can customize it however you want. This is the one that has all your books. You can also just drag this to the back if you have a lot of books that you've read and everything already, because this is going to get quite long. This one is basically the one you're currently reading. So if the status is currently reading, then you can see this. Gallery is basically all your books, but it's in a gallery format, so you can actually see it, all the covers, and I really like it. I'm a visual person, so it looks really nice. And then you also have the list of your favorite. I will go through all the columns, so hopefully that will make a little bit more sense. This is your title. If you open one of these books from the title, if you open as a page, then you will be able to go into your book, and if you set this up correctly already, there's already a template for it, and you can put in the summary, and then you can take notes here, and you can also add a quote. This quote section, if you add a new quote here, it will straight away assign the book and the author, so you don't have to do that anymore. So it's really easy to put the quotes. I'm just gonna put a sample quote here. And then when you're done and when you go back to your My Library section, you will see that the quote is actually already added in this database as well. When I make my Notion templates, I just would like to connect everything together to make sure that you'll be able to kill two birds with one stone and don't have to do a lot of double work. That's what I really like my Notion templates to be very easy to use. So that's this section. You can also add the type of books it is. All of them will show here, and then depending on how many books inside, you can see how many books you have of the genre. And then if you click on here, it will actually have all the books in here as well. And if you add any books here, it will show on the top as well. The database is all connected. This is why we love Notion. Also with this, you can add the total pages and the read pages. What this does is it will inform you of your progress, and then it does a little bit of other smart stuff with, like, when you do your challenges, it can add up all your pages read and things like that. So there's also started and finished date, just so you can keep track of that. There's also ratings, and these are links to the pages. So if you're tagging this as like your wish list, then you can add the link where to get them, and then the next time you want to get them, it's very quick, very easy to get. This section basically just tells you how many pages you read out of what. It's a formula, so you don't have to fill it in, but basically if you change something, like for this one, it's empty/900 because I haven't written on anything. But if you put 50 in here, then when you scroll back here, it automatically updates. So these tag section are for you to keep track of if it's a paperback or something you got from Kindle, or if it's an audiobook, or it's something that you borrowed from friends or from the library, you can track it all here. And if you put in a to return section, then on this section as well, it will list you all the books that you need to return, just in case you need to go out of the house and grab a few books quickly to return to a friend or a particular library. You'll be able to see which ones that you need to pick up and bring with you. There's an author section as well, and obviously if you have more than one books from the same author, you can actually, if you open the page, it will list all the books in here as well. That's automatic as long as you tag it to the same author. So you can also tag them as your favorites. Any of them that is tagged as a favorite will come up in your favorites tab. And you're also able to put in the series. So depending on some of your books, there's some books that comes with a series. For example, like, you know, the Harry Potter series or whatever, you can also put them into a category, and then when you open this, you'll be able to see all the books in the series. It's all linked as well. And then the last one is you can also add themes. So if you're someone who likes to read a particular book, or, you know, I'm actually right now in a mood to actually read about like time travel things, then you can go to the themes and it will show you all the books that you have. So you're able to categorize it that way. But also if you tend to read non-fiction books, you can also categorize that any way you like. Basically, you can make up your own tags and things like that. So that's the gist of the full database for the books. Let's go down to look at other features of this template. So this is all the genre. Like I said, you can click on this and it will show you all the books that are in there with all the information as well. There's also one for all your themes, and like I said before, this is all your return section, and also this is all the quotes that you put in. This also has a few different looks, so you can have it in a list depending on tags. So if you tag it a certain way, it'll show that way. Or there's also, if you tag it as your favorite, it can come up on the favorite section as well. And I will take you through the navigation-ish section. So there's a few quick links in here. These buttons will help you add some books into your list. It will target different things. So if you add a book to your wish list, then the status will be to buy. So if you go to your wish list, this is all the books that you actually wanted to buy. So that the one we added just comes out in this book to buy. So there's all those different things. These quick links are available in all the pages as well. Add to bookshelf is for new books to read. Basically, it's for books that you bought but you haven't started reading. So you can add it here as well, and the status would be to be read. But if you borrow a book and then you want to read it straight away, you can add it to your reading list straight away, and this is mostly for your currently reading books. And like I already said, it all comes with a template, so you can take down notes easily. You can also add quote and it'll tag it to your book straight away, and you can add your book cover, and it's easy to do those kind of stuff. And add quotes is straightforward. You basically add quotes, but my favorite way to add quotes is actually going into the book itself, and then this is where you write your summary, take down notes, and then if you put quotes right here, it's easier because it already tags the book and the author already. So that will be much easier if you want to add some notes. Also in this section, there's a reading challenge. With this reading challenge, you're able to say your target is actually 10 books, say, for this year. If you update the read pages and total pages in the books database, it will come up here straight away. If you read extra books, you add another one to here. So then it will just calculate everything straight away. So it's quite smart that way. And next is your currently reading section. So this is the books that you're currently reading now. The reason that I like to add it here is because it's easy for you to edit the current page you're on. So say you're reading this book and you've progressed a few pages on. So what you can do is you can click on, and say you're in page 75 and not 50 anymore, what you can do easily is you can click on here and just say 75, and as you can see, the page count is already automatically changed. So now it's 625 pages left, and the progress, you probably can't see it too much here, but if I change it to maybe 300, you can see that the progress bar just changed. So that is a visual indicator of how far you are in the book. And I like to change this so then you immediately know where you are in the book, just in case you're not using bookmarks and things like that. So this section is just your 2024 reading goals, so you can keep track of your reading goals. And that's all for the dashboard. I'll take you through the other pages. Wishlist is basically for books that you want to buy and you don't have yet. So it's like a future reading list kind of thing. If you find something that you like, you can pop it all in. And this is for all your books. So there's already a few views that I added here, and the explanation is up here. So there's to read, which I explain that books that you have been purchased but not yet started, and bookshelf is just generally all your books. So it's all books that you own. So that doesn't include books that you borrow from friends or you have finished and returned. So there's a to return to track books that you want to return, obviously, and then there's also completed and favorites. That's self-explanatory, I think. And there's also a section for all your quotes here. These are the same look as what we have in the dashboard. If you don't want that look in the dashboard, you can always take it off and just have it in here. All the categories of your books, and also the themes. Like I said, they're just if you're preferring to have them in a separate page. This one for all the series, so if you read a lot of series, this is good for you to keep track as well. So you can see what the name of the series are and the author, and also how your progress for the whole series. And if you go into the section, you can also see all the books that you have. You can also list the next one that you want to buy and things like that. And also there's a tracker. So this is a bonus, which is a tracker. So if you want to track how many days per month you actually read, and if you have a goal of reading a few hours each day, then you can just tick all this. And this one can be reused year by year. So say you have a few here ticked, and then you want to create a new one, you just have to duplicate the page. So if you do duplicate, so you can duplicate it and you can rename it, say tracker 2025. You can rename this one as well. And then what you can do is if you scroll down and hit clear tracker, it will clear it for this one. But because you have already duplicated it, so your 2024 tracker is not affected. So this one you can keep it as an archive, and then you can start using the 2025 for next year. So I like to make sure that you can use my templates year by year and not just for 1 year, so I included that feature as well. Also with this section, it will show you the books that is finished date of this year. So it will automatically show the books that you finish during this year, if it's finished during this year, and if the status is finished. And there's a table look as well. So also there's a challenge section. You can make challenges depending on like yearly challenges and stuff, and then you can use this year by year. But the ones that is shown here is currently, it's the year that contains 2024. So basically you can change this to whatever you want. If it's like, March 2024 challenge, you can just say March 2024 and it will actually show over here. So that's basically it. That's a walkthrough of the Notion template. I hope you find it useful. I hope you'll be able to use this to keep track of your books better. And I hope you like the template. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.